This is Luke from Email Electric, and today we're talking about how to charge the Torqeedo Travel series with solar. If you're interested in a Torqeedo Travel, a solar panel, or the charging cable, anything we're talking about in these videos, head over to our website where you can find more information, can buy any of this stuff. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below or reach out to us directly. So one of the neat things about the Torqeedo Travel is that the DC charger is already built into the battery. So in order to charge it with a DC charger or solar, you just need a cable. It's actually not a charge controller. All of that's built into the battery already, which is neat. So this is the box that the charging cable comes into. The charging cable is right here. You have two ends, or one end is two MC4 connectors that will plug into the solar panel, and then the other end is going to plug into our travel battery. So we're going to get these hooked up. Pretty straightforward, hard to mess up. You can see which go where for these MC4 connectors. Keep in mind these are standard on most solar panels. There is, if you're thinking about buying one of these solar panels for your Torqeedo setup, you want to make sure that it's within spec for the Torqeedo. So you're checking the open voltage and max wattage of the panel, which is about 200 watts. If you don't want to do all of that research yourself, we sell these kits with a solar panel and the charging cable with panels that we know work well with the Torqeedo Travel motors. So we're just going to plug the other end of our cable into our motor here, into our battery. And you'll notice that I've got all of this set up with the motor. Now you don't have to have the battery plugged into the motor when you go to charge it, but if you do, then you'll get to see live charging data on the screen once it's all hooked up. So right now, it's gotten a little bit cloudy here. We'll see if we can get this going. Oh, there we go. All right, so right now we're jumping between 0 and 10 watts. That's with the panel angled at the sun, but it is cloudy. So right now, our live charge time to get from 86 to 100% is 11.5 hours, right? So that shows you how much of an impact these clouds can have when you're charging with solar. Just before we started filming, I had this set up the same way, but there wasn't a cloud and we were pulling 70 watts of solar into the motor. And then when I just put the panel flat on the ground, like that, we went down to 40 watts. So having your panel angled at the sun makes a big difference in terms of how quickly you can charge. Keep in mind, this is a 100-watt panel. You can use up to a 200-watt panel. So theoretically, it would charge about twice as fast with that bigger panel. But it really comes down to what sort of space you have on your boat as to which panel you want to go with. All right, so the sun came back out here, so now we can show you what I was talking about before. So right now, we've got the solar panel angled at the sun. Maybe not perfectly, but pretty much angled right at it. And on our screen, we can see here, I'll angle that down so hopefully you can see it with the camera. We're pulling 70 watts out of a 100-watt panel, which is pretty good. We've got about an hour and 50 minutes to get that last 14%. Now, just to show you how important it is to have that panel angled in the right direction, if we lay this panel down flat on the ground, now, we're starting to get a little shade here. It was 20 watts a second ago, now it's 10 watts, and now with that cloud coming in, we're back to 0. And again, when I was doing this before we started filming, we were pulling 40 watts when it was sunny out and the panel was just laying flat on the ground there. So having your panel angled at the sun and having a sunny day does go quite a long way here. And if you're curious how fast the motor would charge, you want to think about your battery capacity and then what sort of wattage the panel is pulling from the sun, pushing into the motor. So this is a 1,080 watt-hour battery. If we're pulling 70 watts right over the course of 10 hours, we should put 700 watts in the motor. So 10 hours would give you about 70% of your battery capacity back. So that's, roughly about 7% per hour. And again, that's with a 100-watt panel angled at the sun. If we had a 200-watt panel, probably be twice as fast as that, more or less. There is an element of how efficient the panel is. This is a newer panel, should be quite efficient. Older panels might not be quite as efficient, but hopefully this gives you a good starting point. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below or reach out to us directly and we'll be happy to help.